Alright guys, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to go ahead and check out what's coming up after the 5-year anniversary. So I know everybody's got their heads wrapped around the 5-year anniversary, which is great, but it also bears to mention, well, what happens after, right? It's not like Dokkan ends, after the 5-year anniversary, right? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and speculate. I'm going to kind of vaguely predict what is coming up as far as the banners after the 5-year anniversary. And I bring up the Beerus banner because it's really important for those that exclusively play global. Then this is probably more so a video for you. If you play JP, then you can kind of anticipate what's coming up next and what's not. But regardless, if you want to kind of check this video out and kind of start, figuring out what's going to come up next, and that'll be great. So Beerus dropped last night, and as we can see, we have instead of, so in JP when he dropped an STR cooler was in the banner. For global, they removed him and put Kaioken Goku, blue Kaioken Goku. So I know some people got really upset about that. Reading the forums, a lot of people on Twitter and Reddit were pretty upset about that. But then, some people that didn't get a chance to pull him are now pulling him. So that's great. Me, frankly, I only did one rotation of the discounted summons. I only pulled Namek Goku along with someone else. I can't remember who. And that was it. I didn't pull Whis. I didn't pull I didn't pull Whis, and I didn't pull Beerus. I didn't pull Kaioken Goku, but I already had him, and I already have this guy rainbowed, so I didn't miss out on much. But anyway, so based on the timeline of events, why did I go to global? I'm not trying to look at globals. Sorry about that, guys. And sorry about that. I'm a little sick. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but anyway. So for those that may not be playing JP and may not know what's coming up after the 5-year, here we see that immediately after the 5-year anniversary, which includes the LR Rose and LR Broly trio, physical Beerus and STR Whis dropped. So we got them 2 months early. Which is strange in itself. Bandai likes to, change things up on us all the time. So we had this, and then we're gonna have, so the Beerus and Whis banner ends the 20th or the 21st. Let me see. Does it say here? It doesn't say, but it should end on the 20th or 21st. Let's see. When does it end? Ends in 13 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 7, so that's 13. Oh yeah, so the 20th. It should end on the 20th. So we've got the 21st till, I want to say, in July, maybe 7 or 8, right? I read somewhere that the 5-year anniversary is confirmed on the 9th, but I've yet to kind of confirm it. So maybe once I upload this video, there might be confirmation. I'm not sure, but there's this kind of weird gap in between. I know that there's a part 2 for Beerus and Whis for the God campaign. With that being said, my assumption is going to be that, based off of JP's timeline, my assumption is that they're going to want to drop these guys. So they're going to want to go ahead and drop AGL, Vegeta, and Nappa. Okay. So what that means is that basically Bandai is trying to they're another way for them to kind of pull your stones as fast as possible right before the 5-year anniversary. The other thing that leads me to believe that that is going to be the case is specifically this Krillin metal. So for those of you guys that opened up Global yesterday, we got to see that LR Krillin dropped, and we're able to start farming for LR Krillin. So my I always do this. I always forget to turn off my notifications, no matter what. I never learn. So sorry, that completely sidetracked me. So LR Krillin dropped. The metal needed to awaken LR Nappa and Vegeta includes a Krillin medal, not necessarily this medal, but from the Prime Battle event, but nonetheless, it is a Krillin medal. So I'd like to believe that they might drop them, especially because last year for the 4-year anniversary, right before the 4-year anniversary, they dropped another legendary banner, which included STR, Whis, and Beerus. So not that they were necessarily new, but it was another way for Bandai to want to drain your stone. So I personally will not be summoning on this banner simply because I don't have the need for them. I know that they're a very powerful card and a unit, should I say, and that's great, but I don't need them at the moment. And I'm sure what happens with me is that if I don't need or want a unit, I end up getting it later somehow. So I'm not too worried about that. So that's my assumption, is that 21st that banner drops. And that banner runs all the way up to maybe the 7th. So the 7th of July. And I'm assuming that maybe the campaign, the 5-year campaign, starts on the 7th or the 8th. Somewhere between these 3 days is when we'll be seeing LR, Gogeta, and Vegito. Okay. Somewhere around here. Okay. Now, what does that mean? So all of July is pretty much the 5-year. It might seep into a little bit of August, so maybe August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, maybe somewhere around there. Now that again includes the LR Broly trio and LR Rose. Now with that being said, so again, I would highly encourage everyone to farm these metals, just in the event that you end up getting them. Then you're able to, and not right now. Don't waste your keys on these guys, because we're gonna get them for the 5-year. But go ahead and farm these 5 metals. So you'll need 70 for Broly trio, and then you'll need 70 of this one for LR Rose and 35 for this one. So just farm them. You never know. We still have to do I think, what is it, 1,555 stamina that we have to burn through. So if you're kind of in a dead space with Global because you finished pretty much everything, then this is a perfect way to start using that stamina. But anyway, so with that being said, we get into August, and directly after the physical Beerus campaign, we had the Bardock team, which included the new AGL Bardock and the Tech Raditz. Obviously, we're not getting them because we already had them along with JP. So at the same time, what we might get is the Extreme Z Awakening for physical LR Gohan. We might get them. We might not. Who knows? Or we might get, the Extreme Z, the EZA for him much earlier. But what I'm anticipating for August is these guys. Okay. Int Gotenks and Tech Boo. The other possibility, which I don't think it's possible, but crazier things have happened, is that this drops right before the 5-year anniversary on the 21st, and it runs all the way up to the 7th or whenever the 5-year anniversary starts. And instead they drop this LR Nappa and Vegeta in August. So interchangeably, whatever they choose to drop during that weird pocket of time here, they'll choose the opposite for August, right? So if they drop this, then they'll in June, then they'll drop this in August, vice versa. So kind of keep that in mind. You know, I know Truth wasted so many stones trying to get Gotenks, and I don't know, to this day I don't think he got Gotenks, so it's unfortunate for him. But you know, they are pretty monstrous. We also get the Dokkan Awakening for the AJL Boo, which, you know, is monstrous in himself. We've also got the Awakening for these little guys. And then we get these new cards too, these 3 new cards, which is great. And then we also get these guys too, as far as their Awakening. So, is he, because I know he comes out in one of the stages. But this Tarble already, yeah, he already came out. I've never seen that Tarble. Interesting. But anyway, so that's what's, you know, to expect maybe for August. After, you know, in between that August, I'm assuming that during that time in August, we're going to get, so not yet, you know, Kefla, but we'll probably get, and they're not showing it here. But there was an LR banner campaign for a whole month. So let me see. Oops. Okay, so let's go to JP. That's why it's cool to just be able to just kind of do, you know, some reconnaissance work here, because it helps out. So you go to summon. So, you know, so you go to DBC space, you go to JP, you go to summons, and then it gives you pretty much everything. It gives you the most recent. So here, Kefla, the banner should be ending in about June 8th. So what is that? June 16th? Is that 8 days? Yeah, in about 8 days. So this is the LR banner that I was talking about, the campaign banner. Let's see. Okay, so it starts with LR LR Baby Vegeta. Okay, it starts here, and then it goes next to. So this is week 1, then this is week 2. So LR Goku and Frieza. Then week 3 is LR Physical Cell. And then week 4 is LR Trunks and Mai. Okay. So we're anticipating to get those as well. And again, this will probably run from the middle of August all the way up to maybe September. So maybe they might drop, the last banner might end here on the 30th maybe. And then we'll go into September. And in September is when we'll probably get Kefla. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is in Kefla's banner. So we've got this guy, this man, Int Black, has been eluding me for ages. So, you know, I'm hoping I'm able to get him. Don't get me wrong, I would love to get Kefla, but I've yet to get this man. I've got this guy rainbowed. I've got this guy rainbowed, so and I've got this guy rainbowed, so those will be kind of dead trash to me. I don't have this guy, and then these ladies will be new, right? So you know, she's a monster in herself. So, you know, the banner's not that bad. It's got a couple of other, you know, it's got the return of Whis, the STR Whis. Let's see, does it have the return of Beerus? Let's see. Beerus is physical, yeah. Nah. Unless I passed them already. Yeah, you got the SCR Beerus. Oh man. Well, it doesn't look like Beerus comes back just yet. He might come back in the coin shop, but it does not look like Beerus, physical Beerus, comes back in this banner. It looks like it's only, let's see, yeah, it looks like it's only STR Whis. They might include him, who knows, but this would probably be September 1st all the way up to maybe the 13th. And then we would be up to date with JP as far as what we have right now on JP side. Now JP would then, re-up their own, 6 months of content, and then we'll do a reevaluation in the next couple of months, and I'll do another video to kind of project what's happening on JP and kind of how to start looking at your stones, especially if you're free to play. My suggestion is do not summon on these LR banners. Straight up, do not summon on them. Go Tanks and Boo, their banners are actually pretty good. We saw the return, at least for JP. I don't know if necessarily Trunks has returned on global, but we saw the return of Trunks on JP. These guys came back, right? So just a couple months prior, they had their own banner, and now they come back. Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then Piccolo has been evading me for God knows since he dropped. So I have this guy. He's okay. But I would love to have the Piccolo. So this banner, I would definitely agree to go ahead and pull and then completely skip this banner. These 4 banners. And again, you have the LR Nappa and Vegeta who might drop in the next couple of weeks. We're not sure, right? But they might drop. I would skip that too. Any LR banner that is not a top summon banner or is not one of those step up, LR guarantee banner, I would not summon. I did summon on the LR UI Goku, but that was like the hypest ever, right? So now the other thing to keep into consideration is I don't think LR UI Goku will come back in these LR banners. He might, but the chance is so small that who knows. I would also pull on this banner simply because me specifically, I would want Int Black and oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Jesus Christ, 16? No, 13. Sorry. So, I would want these two. Now, obviously, the main grab bags would be, Kefla and Vados. But Kefla is particularly. But yeah, that's about it. I hope this was informative, guys. And happy summoning to everyone that's summoning on the physical beers banner. Good luck. I saw some people pull him on the first rotation, which is great. I would highly suggest once you're done with the first rotation, just leave it be. Just because you could easily waste stones like crazy, and you don't need to do that. Not before the 5-year anniversary. I would suggest you guys right now, there is a super sale. Go ahead and purchase maybe that $7.99 one. Pilaf Trove, the subscription has been really great to me. So that's how I've been able to amass some stones very quickly. I don't know if I would do like the $32.99 special. Maybe I will. Probably. I know that there's a limitation to only one, so give that a shot, guys. And I hope this was informative. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.